Do you know that your spirit guides, past loved ones, and angels are always with you and intergalactic guides? The thing is that being human on Earth is tough. But guess what? We were actually sent down here with a spiritual entourage. We are not alone because we have spiritual beings helping us out behind the scenes. And well, today I actually am going to try and get some messages from them so that we can make better choices this week ahead. And I felt guided to use the Tarot of the Owls Oracle card deck by Pamela Chen. I love this deck because it has vibrant colors. It is so much fun. And also because my son loves owls. So I'm not sure if you have been using owls or seeing owls, but owls often symbolize wisdom. Okay. It really symbolizes like intelligence. And so if you are seeing owls, then just know that you can trust your gut. You can trust yourself that your owl is with you, letting you know that you are hearing everything correctly. Okay. So let's get started with this week's reading. You might hear me shuffling the card deck, and two cards actually came up for Monday, but let's see what one of the first cards are is the 10 of Cups. If there was a happily ever after card in the card deck, it would be this one. So 10 of Cups is talking about newness, beginnings, happiness, okay? Things coming full circle on Monday. Also do feel possible connection to the month of October. So this could be that there's something coming up in October, or it could be relating to someone whose birthday or even anniversary of passing is in October. And then I feel childlike and playfulness as well on Monday. Now, oh my gosh, you guys, I love this card too. And it's so funny that we were just talking about happiness, happy ever after card. I did not look at the other card that was for Monday, but now I see it and it is the lovers card. So that is perfect. So hopefully maybe there's some romance going on. If you have an opportunity to go hang out with friends and you're single, definitely do it, okay? Because you might meet someone there. Also feeling too just like coming together with your relationship. So maybe if you are a person that is, having a rough patch, then you guys are going to be coming together. Maybe you're going to be hearing from one of your old flames, but definitely a lot of love on Monday. Love it. Okay. Oh my gosh. So on Tuesday, it is actually the strength card. So on the strength card is one of the major arcanas in the tarot, okay? And it's one of my favorite in the deck. And it's because it symbolizes all of the BS that you've went through. And it's letting you know that you are a badass, to be honest. And it's saying that you are strong. So anything that you're dealing with on Tuesday, it can be like been there, done that, okay? Like this is really, really, really big. And I also do feel the month of August or the 8th of a month. So definitely keep that in mind. So when I say those things, it's going to mean differently to each one of us because we are doing a group reading right now. Okay. So there's many of you listening. So Spirit's trying to bring forward some of the most common things that people have in common. So for some of us, it's going to be number 8, it's going to symbolize August and maybe a birthday or anniversary of passing in August. But at the same time, it can also be like the 8th of a month. So if you are waiting for something to happen, then maybe it's going to be happening on October 8th, or maybe there's August 8th too, because I accidentally said that. So I accidentally said it for a reason. So it could also be 8 days. All right. In a one-on-one session, I'll be able to pinpoint a little bit more when or what this is about. But for right now, go with what resonates for you. Okay. But on Tuesday, I do feel some challenges. I feel like you're not really going to be able to make everybody happy on Tuesday. And just know that some people are just going to be grumpy people. Okay. And there's nothing that you can freaking do about it. So just kind of take that with a grain of salt on Tuesday. And then we're going to move on. Man, there's a lot of cards. Like, I feel like a lot of us would be dealing with a lot of different issues and things like that this coming up a week. Ooh, I love it. The Page of Swords on Wednesday. Now, I'm not really sure why I love this, because this is really talking about a lot of mental stuff going on, that, conflict happening, a lot of maybe unknowns, maybe not really understanding which route to take, coming up on Wednesday, decisions and choices having to be made. For some reason, I do feel like it's going to be stressful, and you might not be able to delay it, but you just have to think about what your end goal is. Okay. Not, I know we always talk about like being here and in the now, but don't think so much short term, think long term on the choices that you have to make on Wednesday. Like, where do you want to see long term, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now? Because that is really going to play a big role in your decision making process. And for some odd reason, maybe you'll be reached out on Wednesday, or there's some kind of like interview opportunity, things like that happening on Wednesday for you. And it's, you're going to have to make a tough choice. For a lot of us, we're going to have to make a big choice, and there's going to be a lot of activity on Tuesday night. I would definitely prepare for my day on Wednesday, so that's going to be making sure that I have like my lunch packed or whatever, that my car is good to go, that like I have everything written down that I'm supposed to do, because on Wednesday it really does feel like the energy is kind of crazy, to where you might be forgetting about some of those big things, or those little things that is going to mean a lot. So like forgetting your lunch, forgetting your car keys, losing things and stuff like that. Those are little things, but they actually can make a big impact in your day. I wonder if that makes sense with how I'm saying it. All right, so now we're going to move on to Thursday's card. And Thursday's card is the Five of Cups. Oh, see, with the Five of Cups, I love the Five of Cups, because what it does is that it shows us too that we really need to concentrate on the things that we do have, as opposed to the things that we don't have. And that also includes people. And I know that many of us are losing our past loved ones. I know so many people are transitioning to the other side. And no, it's not fair and it does not make sense. And I cannot wait to talk to some of my past loved ones and being like, why in the world did you leave me? Like, why is everybody jumping ship and going to the other side? Like, I don't understand it either. But you do have people here, or you still have a life you need to live. You have not been called home for a reason, because you still have things to do here. And so this card is reminding us to not be so pessimistic, to look at the things in a good way, to try and see the silver lining, even though it doesn't seem like there is one. And there may not be one right now, but maybe in the future there is. And maybe it could just be something small. Maybe it's going to revolve around other people. And so on Thursday, when things are not coming together, or things maybe did not happen the way that you planned, just know that it's not happening for a reason. Maybe there's something better to come along as well. I also really feel like, well, obviously threes and twos, which is five. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind. And maybe you're also just going to feel a little bit down on Thursday. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Maybe you won't have as much energy, those kinds of stuff. So even like right now, I always say take opportunities, but maybe on Thursday, it's going to be a day just to chill, watch some Netflix. All right. Just kind of keep to yourself, those kinds of things. And I'm seeing pink. I don't know why, but take that. All right, and on Friday, oh wow. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but this podcast episode is actually on YouTube. So you might want to look at this card, just because you can tell from the picture on this card, lots of chaos, lots of energy, lots of movements. This is a Seven of Wands, and usually I don't feel this much from the Seven of Wands, like this much movement and that kind of thing. But on Friday, yes, dodging a lot of things for a lot of us. So you might not have that quiet day like you were planning. If you have any kind of plans, for the weekend and stuff like that, just making sure that you get things ahead, get things together ahead of time. All right. So that means your outfit, your clothes, your luggage, even writing down your to-do list. And I don't know if you know this or not, but like on Etsy, they even have like um downloads that you can do that will say like, okay, this is like, make me a to-do list off of, I'm not making any sense right now. So what you can do is you go to Etsy and they have downloads of packing lists. Okay. That's what I was trying to say. A packing list, so that you don't forget some of these things that's coming up this weekend. You can also use AI as well, like ChatGPT and things like that. If you're into that, and you can say, hey, make me a packing list for Florida when it's going to be 85 degrees out, blah, 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 blah. Or I'm going on a cruise, make me a packing list. because I do feel like there's some kind of chaos going on. And it will just help you have a little bit more of a sound mind. Because remember, sometimes when we are in the midst of some things that are just kind of going crazy, then we end up having a, I don't even know how to describe it. We just end up like feeding into more of that yucky energy, and we don't want that. Okay. And I definitely feel like the saying, look at the bigger picture, and to also to be careful who you trust. There's some people here that are listening right now that like maybe not spilling the beans to everybody is a good idea. And it's not necessarily that they're a bad person or whatever, but it's just almost like maybe they're a little bit jealous of you, and they might not be able to give you the best advice or be the best sounding board. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, when I'm looking at all of the cards for this week, I really feel like ups and downs with emotions, to be honest. So I feel like it's like a lot of happiness and it kind of goes up and down. So I'm not sure like what's going on with everybody's hormones this week, but definitely be on the lookout for that. And I feel a lot of shifts and changes in the beginning of the week, and then a lot of movement at the end of the week. So if you're making any kind of choices and things like that going up in the beginning of the week, then by the end of the week, it's just going to be maybe a little bit busier with getting the paperwork done and things like that. Also, seeing a lot of blue as well. So this is going to be talking about making sure that you are clear on your communication this week, and a lot of yellow. So stand in your confidence. Okay. Know that you are confident. And who cares if you get it wrong? You at least you're trusting yourself. So you're honoring yourself. So that's good. And you have no one to blame but yourself. So that's like perfect. Okay. It's like, hey, I'm in this because I made the wrong choice, if that's even a thing. And everything is going to be okay. I don't think there's anything that you can not come back from this week. All right. So I hope that you loved this week's reading. I know it's kind of short, but you can go ahead and check out the cards each day. I will have them posted on Facebook, Instagram, and also on Pinterest. And those links will be in the show notes. But until then, I will see you on Wednesday for our next podcast episode. See you then.